few days into Season 23 and we're still discovering new things that have been added, but also some unfortunate things, like some of the most popular badges being disabled and some more free rewards for players. But first, Respawn added quite a few new inspect animations to the game, and these could give us a hint to what Respawn have planned for the future. First of all, the throwing knife finally got an inspect animation. For the longest time this thing has had zero inspect animation, but we finally have one. It's smooth, it's crispy, and it's some much needed flair. Also, there's a new Eva 8 inspect animation. The weird thing is, it's only halfway in game, as right now if you go and pick up an Eva 8 and inspect it, there is no new animation, it's just a default animation. But if you go into the store section and look at the new reactive recolors, the preview video for the Eva 8 actually has an inspect animation that's not in game yet. So in the future we can be expecting a new inspect animation for this. And also, if you have the Bloodhound heirloom, Bloodhound got a load of new inspect animations and even melee animations for the upcoming heirloom recolor, which is going to release in the Christmas milestone event. Yes, Christmas milestone event. We'll touch on that another day. Moving on to the firing range though, there was a new Easter egg added to the firing range that was announced in the patch notes that was discovered so fast it makes me wonder if a developer showed us how to discover it. Because this Reddit user right here discovered that if you go over to this hidden door in the firing range that was used for some teasers a few seasons ago and hit it 3 times, a noise will play. And also 4 Nesses will spawn behind you. 2 candy Nesses, which are from the Halloween LTM, and also 2 new Nesses, an orange Nessie and a black Nessie. Both of these have their respective colours as their rarities, so this is what a black rarity looks like in Apex, which I think is pretty damn cool. These are the 2 newest Nesses in the firing range, and how this person figured this Easter egg out so fast, I don't know. Also, you may have noticed it feels horrible to get shot this season because Respawn changed the way damage looks on your screen now. It's gone from looking like this to looking like this. Yeah, for some reason the shield damage indicator on the side of your screen is squashed now, and it gets in your face a lot more than it used to do. The thing is though, if this is happening to you, you can fix it because this is based on frame rate. So this is what it looks like when you take damage at 60 FPS, and this is what it looks like when you take damage at 144 FPS. So the fact that this visual clutter is FPS based confirms it is a glitch, and Respawn will probably fix it. So if it is really annoying you, lower your FPS cap. But for most people, you're just going to have to thug it out until Respawn fix it. It's not an intentional or permanent change. There's one weird change though that Respawn haven't explained to us yet, and it's making a lot of people very confused. As if you own any Christmas themed skin on Apex, for some strange reason, they've changed the icon next to the skin name. This is originally what the Christmas event icon looked like next to your skins, so you could find it easily in the list of your skins. But now Respawn have changed the logo to a pack. So if you are getting into the festive spirit and can't find your Christmas skins, they now have a pack icon next to them. We don't know why they did this, and if it's something to do with the retro pack system they've added, or it's simply a mistake, or they want to use the Christmas event icon on the new Christmas event skins instead. We don't really know, but this one's weird and will probably confuse you, so do keep this in mind. Keeping on the topic of weird decisions Respawn have made based around cosmetics though, there have been some recent complaints that the Karambit heirloom is wasted potential. Because it doesn't have customization like the Qatar does, and the Karambit only has set variants that you can buy instead of true customization. A lot of people on Reddit said this is true wasted potential, and imagine everyone with a uniquely customized Karambit. And under this post, surprisingly, a developer actually gave some reasoning and also some backstory on why the Cobalt Qatar was the hardest heirloom to release. And what I'm taking away from this is they're not going to release anything like the Cobalt Qatar with true customization for a long time or ever again. What did the developer say? Well, he replied to this post with a comment saying, just to give some context on the Karambit versus Qatar from a development standpoint, the Qatar was a close to 18-month project that necessitated building a lot of entirely new systems from the ground up. But most of the work in that time was creative work, making all of the unique variants. I was a technical lead on this project, and it was arguably one of the most interesting things I've worked on in my 4 years of Apex. But it was also resource intensive enough, especially in terms of things that don't automatically scale like modeling, VFX, animation, that it wasn't clearly worth it to you, the players, to do again versus putting those resources elsewhere. He said the tech is there to have made the Karambit customizable like the Qatar, but the actual humans who do the creative work of making those specific intricate designs do not scale in the same way that code does. The developer ended this post by saying, for everyone who loves the Karambit, thank you. For everyone who wishes it was bigger, better, faster, or more, I feel you. With every project we do, there's always that sense of things that we might have done. that's what I love and also hate about making video games. You can build literally anything, which also makes it incredibly challenging to actually decide what to build. And in a later comment, he says, customizable weapons are definitely on the table. See the serpent sting with the kill counter. Will we do another Grrt-esque weapon? I really don't know. We're experimenting a lot right now to see what players actually want. I certainly hope we do another weapon like the Grrt where you can mix and match, and I definitely built the system expecting we would, but it's really up to players to help guide us there. And you know what? I have massive respect for this dev, because a developer hasn't talked out about heirlooms for this for so long, and it's nice to have a human side to all this cosmetic content that comes to Apex. In my opinion, from what I can see here, Respawn aren't working on any customizable heirlooms like the Grrt, and if the Karambit sells well, they're probably going to keep that style where you can have several different variants of the heirloom. That's what I'm taking away from this, honestly. From the way the developer talked, it didn't seem like there were any plans for customizable heirlooms in the near future, and with the Karambit selling as well as it is, I doubt they're going to want to from this point forward. Speaking of the Karambit in a bit of a better light though, there is a really cool hidden melee animation with the Karambit where if you melee, there is a chance you will use your finger guns to kill the enemy, which is really fun, and I like this one a lot. The Karambit has some really cool animations, and I do wish I had it, but also I'm not spending all that money on it, seriously. And honestly, I can hardly even justify it from the YouTuber perspective of, oh, I'll earn my money back from showcasing the heirloom, because I honestly don't think I will. Screw money though, we all love free stuff, and there is some new free things this season. First of all, Respawn introduced some Twitch drops when the season first came out. First of all, a Lifeline Dock drone and also a Lifeline Holo Spray, and these are dropped on any stream in the Apex category, so these are up for grabs right now. And if you're on PC, you can get this free Ash skin and also a permanent Ash unlock if you don't already have her, if you play Apex through the Epic Games Store and redeem this bundle right here. Let me disappoint you a bit though, now we've talked about the free stuff. Right now, and it seems like throughout the whole season, you're not going to be able to earn any damage badges at all, or any kill badges at all, because the Rift relics that have been added to pubs and are going to be in pubs all season long, and are also going to be present in Straight Shot when it returns and Revivals when it returns, are making the developers class pubs as an LTM. So for the whole season, as Rift relics are going to be active for the whole season, you aren't going to be able to earn any badges at all. This is unless it's an oversight and Respawn patches this very soon, which I hope they do, but right now it doesn't really look like they're going to, although they have already released one patch this season which disabled the hover boost kit because people were abusing it to get massive speed boosts, so that is going to be gone out the game until Respawn figure out how to fix that. And also in this mini patch they removed a visual bug around stickers associated with the Void Mercenaries packs. All rewards will now appear normal. Let's end on a high note though, because Respawn have added plenty of new voice lines with the new season, but they added one which actually reflects what the players think of the game, as there's now a voice line where Revenant says this.
What is Space Mommy done now?
Yes, he calls Horizon Space Mommy. He is literally me. I am Caleb Cross. I think this voice line is referring to the rift above the sky in Storm Point, so I guess the whole Apex cast is blaming Horizon for this one, and not Ash who actually did it in the lore. But which is your favourite new animation, and subscribe to keep updated with Season 23 stuff.